Hey, welcome back to the SME. I made some progress on this Jaguar XKE Roadster from Revell. I put it together with some Canopy white glue, number 560. This stuff works really well. You should grab some on Amazon. But I found a few issues with the build, and I'd like to share with you what I found. Here's the body all assembled, white glue. As you notice, I found a little fit problem here. If I push forward and then push it down, it'll stay right in where it needs to be. But otherwise, there's a lot of tension there, and it's not going to stay where I want it to stay. So the first thing I did was grab some nippers and clip off this little pin. In doing so, when you close it, you can push it forward a little bit, and it's not going to interfere with the fit, but it still has that side gap problem. So I looked and I saw that where this interior piece of the under hood fits, when you make those two pieces join, it kind of pulls those fenders in. And so therefore, when you put it back on, squeezed a little bit, it fits just fine. So when I paint everything, then I can hard glue those pieces together. I adjusted the hinges a little bit, and now I'm going to put Tamiya tape on this front end to refit it. I have the sides taped to the body already so that it's a really good fit of where I want it to be. Therefore, let me pull the tape off the sides. And I think it fits pretty good now. Adjust the camera. Still just a little bit of tension in the hinge, but I think with the magnet, I think that'll fix the problem. There. Body is pretty good, except for these low spots here and here. I'm going to have to fill those. So first I'll identify how low they are with a 320 stick. To identify where they're low. The fit of the chassis is pretty good, except for these exhaust pipes. These holes are really shallow, and therefore the pins won't stick into them very deeply. I guess I'll have to hard glue those into place. On the firewall, there's a hole here that needs to be plugged. Just hate for it to be there. The kit comes with both a convertible top and a convertible boot. I won't be using this convertible top, but when I put it on, you can see that there's a big open flap here, and probably because it represents a fabric, but that looks kind of funny to me. In the back, there's a lump that would need to be like heated up and flattened, and the same flap on the side. Don't really care for the fit of that at all. As you can see on the left side, it fits well, but on the right side, you have to move the interior pin here over to make it fit. I won't be using that at all. Instead, I'll be using this convertible boot. It fits much better than the up top. See the sides here? No gap. The back has the same little thing that needs to be fixed in the center, but this side fits really well too. I'll be using that instead. The interior fit in really nice. Some nice details that can be called out with some paint. I think I'm going to make that look nice. Like I said before, the chassis fits really well too. Some nice pieces, I think with some detail painting, that'll be really nice too. One thing I did notice was the exhaust pipes didn't line up with the exhaust manifold. So I think I can tweak that piece a little bit and make it fit. But otherwise, looks pretty good. These wire wheels, I'm kind of on the fence about them. I think that I can do a wash to make them look pretty good, or maybe get some 3D printed ones. Front end looks good. Got a nice shape. This was all glued together with that white canopy glue. It's really great glue. It sticks, holds well, and takes a little bit of effort to get it apart, but it's not a permanent fit and it doesn't melt any plastic. So I'm gonna continue using that for pre-assemblies and for windows and whatnot. But taking these pieces apart, and then just with some tweezers, you can pull the white glue right off the pieces. No damage to the pieces at all. Like I said in the review video, the body has to be stretched quite a bit to get over the chassis. So here's me trying to take it apart without breaking anything. It will come off. I'm a little worried about when I paint it that flexing the body that much might crack the clear coat or something. On the body I found mold lines here, 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 around, and then up the other side, same thing. To install the hood properly, I'm going to use these magnets that I got from Amazon. They're tiny, tiny magnets, and they come with a drill bit the exact size that you need. So you take your drill bit. I've already pre-drilled this, but clean out the hole so that it's just the right size. Then this is the easiest way I found to install these. Take the whole stack, put one in there, and then, quote, break it off, leaving just one in place. If you try and pick them up with tweezers, they're just gonna stick to your tweezers and it's no good. But it fits real flush, and I'll put it in after primer. Let's fill those low spots on the hood. So Tamiya liquid surface primer is perfect for the job. Take a little cheap brush and paint the low spots. Just a nice even coat. Moving on to the underside, I'm going to fill all of the pinholes, pin ejection marks. Here's a close-up for you. Fill all of them in, quite a few of them on the bottom of the hood. This piece goes under the front end. I noticed some low spots on that as well. So I'm just going to fill those in with some primer as well. And now it's time to sand it. So I'm using a 320 stick to really rough up the low spots, make some quick work out of this primer. Sand in different directions, make sure you're not making a flat spot. Looking better already. You can really see the low spots now. Then I move on to a 2000 grit sanding sponge to get rid of my 320 grit scratches that I put in it. You can see the low spots are just showing now. And then I grab a 3200 grit sanding cloth and finish it off so that there won't be any scratches when it goes time for primer. Fixed. The underside of the hood's a little trickier to sand, so I just grab a piece of sandpaper with some tweezers and go to town with it. This took a long time to do all of those sink marks, but it's worth it in the final outcome. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and check out my other videos. Catch you next time. Bye.